Terry, I've heard you say that the more you train, the harder you have to pay to nutrition. Now, you've got two great books that you've written that help not only bodybuilders, especially bodybuilders, but anybody who's doing any kind of a physical training on a weekly, monthly basis, how to regulate their diet and to put back into their body what their body needs and what their body exhausts through the training. Tell us a bit about the books you've written.
I took the time in 2006. I took the whole year off competing. It's the only year I've taken off for a long, long, long time. And I wanted to do something besides recover from the shoulder surgery, which I had to have done. And I wanted to take the time to share my knowledge with a larger audience than what I could find here at my gym. So I wrote two books. One of them is a fat loss manual.
It's called, show that to us.
It's called Friday Night Fries. And it's a real simple
Friday Night Fries.
Friday Night Fries.
Unique title.
Yeah, it's a real catchy name, and the Friday Night Fries obviously indicates that there is a cheat meal involved in this dietary plan, and it's something I actually do call for. It just reestablishes the metabolism and lets the human body know that nothing's broken, everything's we're still connected to Mr. Fat molecule out there. He's just not seen on a regular basis like it used to be. But it's a very informative book. It tells you basically how we accumulated our extra body weight to begin with, and then we go through the process in reverse on how to get rid of that body weight. I think most of the audience knows now I'm pretty well spoken. I'm also pretty well educated. I researched this book and my next book.
Well, I've got this book and I've read it, and it was a really enjoyable read. And there's enough detail in there for someone who's looking for technical detail, but also written for the layman. They can understand things in simple terms.
I did the book basically in layman terms because I wanted it simple and easy to understand. And I made it fun.
It is fun.
And I refer to kissing monkeys and everything else, and gorillas and bananas and calorie counts and how things can be made to be enjoyable. But more importantly, I listed and took all the work out of a diet because I tell the reader what to eat, when to eat it, and how much to eat. And
with some options there too.
Yeah, with options and all kinds of things. So this book is designed it's a delightfully entertaining, educational, no-fail dietary fat loss system. So this book will satisfy any question that a person has that wants to lose extra body weight.
Okay, so how much does that book cost, Terry?
This book is right at $30.
Yeah, and we'll put a link right here underneath all these videos so people will know exactly where to get that.
Okay.
What's the other book there?
Now this one is the better of the two books as far as knowledge is concerned.
Let me hold it up there so as you can
This one is called Supplemental Symphony.
Yeah.
And I wrote this book to explain to people how, number one, you can save a lot of money by not being foolish at the marketplace, and number two, basically how the vast marketplace, the selections that are available today, the butchering down of the parent product to create the masterfully done spin-off, it hasn't really improved that parent product at all.
That just went right over my head. What's that in simple terms?
In simple terms, what it means is that if you have a protein, you have a protein. Whey protein is a great protein, okay? Protein is comprised of 23 amino acids. If you went out and bought 22 amino acids and took them all, that would be really nice for a nice amino supply, but you're still one short of a protein. Okay. If you have all 23 of them, what do you have? A protein. Why not just take the protein to begin with?
I see.
There are occasions when, like L-arginine is amino acid. If you take L-arginine, you're going to get a nitrous oxide release from the amino acid L-arginine, which can be a great thing for increased body pump, blood flow, that type of thing. L-arginine is also the parent product in what is in the backbone of most all erectile dysfunction medications. So obviously it concerns blood flow. So there are some individual aminos that have certain properties that allow them to do certain things for certain people. But for the most of us that are regularly healthy and so forth, just a regular whey protein is sufficient. What this book is all about is telling the reader that, look guys, when you walk into the marketplace and you walk into the health food store or the vitamin shop, you are immediately overwhelmed. There is so many of this, so much of that. There's it's vast, the endless opportunity to spend your money in this health food store. And it's because the selections are so terrifically large.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
That you are immediately overwhelmed, confounded, confused. So what happens is that when you walk into this vitamin shop, you are basically now at the mercy of the guy behind the counter. Okay. And you are led to believe anything he happens to say because he is behind the counter, and you are led to believe that he has an education, which he probably doesn't.
It's a mystery. No one takes our advice, but they'll listen to the guy behind the counter.
Absolutely correct. You have really hit the nail on the head, because what you've got, number one, is, I call it in the book, I'll tell you right there what it says in the book, impulse response. Okay, you got into the health food store because you know there's something in there that's going to be good for you. You don't know what it is, but you know that you're there for a reason. Okay, you're there on the impulse of improving your life and your diet through its nutritional values. So that's why you went in the first place. Okay, you get up to the guy behind the counter and you're going to respond to what he has to say. Well, hello, what can I help you with? Well, I don't know. I'm looking for a good protein. They told me at the gym that I should come down. There's something called creatine. You know, obviously you don't know anything, or you would know exactly what to get when you got there. That's what this book is for. This book is going to tell you what to shop for, what's bogus out there, what's helpful, what is merely the product of someone's labeling. Someone has put their label. It's called the proprietary blend. Okay? If you and I took that bottle of water and added color to it, that would be our proprietary blend. It gives us the right to put our own label on that, sure, and we can manufacture and sell that product. Well, Terry, that doesn't mean there's anything of value in that product, does it, Murray?
Yeah, I see you're really passionate.
Oh, I am so passionate about this. Yeah, because there are so many things where people go, if you'll see right on the front, while saving a lot of money. Because what has happened to the marketplace, it's just been beefed up with bogus bull. I mean that. It's just been beefed up with all this stuff that really isn't that beneficial. But they have led you to believe that it is. That's why you see on the biggest ball game of the year, the Super Bowl, advertisement is over $1.5 million for 30 seconds because advertisement works. Sure. That's why it's there. And that's why people are willing to pay that much for that 30-second slot, because advertisement works.
You know, we're advertising your books right now. And
we're advertising these books right now, but you're not wasting your money on something like this.
I'm sure they're going to sell real good. So this one also is $30. You can get the set for $55. A little discount there for you. And we're going to put the link in where we can find those. Terry?
If you want to, before you sign off on that, if you want to just send in or call and make an inquiry about getting the books, or you have further questions about either one of these books, just call me. Yeah, what's 503-901-1705. That's area code 503-901-1705. That's Terry's Gym. I'd be more than happy to talk with you.
There you go. Terry, you're an incredible man. You've done great things for the industry. It's been a real blessing having you share with us your hard-earned. I mean, you've earned this knowledge with your sweat and blood and tears, and some injuries along the way, and recoveries, and lots of championships. We just can't thank you enough, Terry, for sharing all that with us.
It's been a pleasure to share all this with you, Murray, and the viewing audience.